take a look at Jeff Gordon's qualifying run now in car number 24. Gordon coming on the track in the DuPont Chevrolet.
Well, this guy right here, everybody says this is the next king of our sport, and he's going to have to earn that. I'll be honest with you. He's won some races. He's a tremendous race car driver. But, boy, when it comes to a favorite in the Winston and all, you have to go with somebody that's done it a bunch. This guy knows how to get around this racetrack. Won his first ever race right here at Charlotte, and he's a contender no matter what. But I would say in the next 4 or 5 years, you're looking at a guy that's really going to be the man when you come out here.
They're putting red and black out on the track as we watch this rerun right now, which means we're very quickly going to come up on the running of the Legends race. And we'll be getting to that in a moment as you watch this run by Jeff Gordon, 23-year-old, hunkers down for turn 3.
Ken, Jeff couldn't keep that car on the bottom. You see how low he is there now. He's staying on the bottom, but you see him working up higher and higher and higher. Sterling Marlin had a smoother line through the corner, but he's getting around very fast.
Okay, but the real move is into turn 1. Tell us about getting into turn 1 of this mile and a half.
Okay, you have a rise in the pavement. You see him, he started in the corner. Now, as I speak, he's right on the bottom. That's the way to get through there. His first lap, he was a little bit too high, and the car tends to get a lot of understeer, and the car wants to go up towards the wall there.
This is when he's coming in to make that run for the pits.
Youth and enthusiasm right here, boys. Look at him come down that pit road. He almost lost the camera coming in there. He come in so fast. It'd take about half of his crew to measure up to my age.
I wouldn't have said that.
I would. That's a great young group there.
A little over 12 seconds on pit road. Smokes him as he comes on. The run earlier of Jeff Gordon.
Sounds a lot like John Force coming out of there. Boy, he went up through the gears in a hurry. That car is back up to full song almost before he gets to the back straightaway. Great leave from the pits.
The Sterling Marlin run had been a 1:37.520. This run by Jeff Gordon, recorded just a few minutes ago, was to be completed right here at 1:37.337.
That car looks more set up for the race than it is for qualifying. He didn't have the line on the first go-round that most of the guys, when they're qualifying, want to run.
Not too far off is Jeff Gordon in the running tonight. We're going to see him come out, the guy that set in the pole a year ago. And right now, Glenn Jarrett is with a guy everybody's talking about.
Well, everybody's trying to catch him, Ken. And, Jeff, you won it all Saturday night. Can you keep the winning streak going tonight? You seem to be the fastest.
Well, I don't know. Schrader ran an awful fast lap. There's some other guys that run pretty fast, so we've got a work cut out for us. Like I said, the whole time I've been saying we've got to focus on this one lap here tonight. This is going to be the toughest part all week for us. I think we've got, this car just seems like it wants to go one speed, but it wants to go that one speed all the time, so it's not always a bad thing, but we're going to have to really push it to get the pole tonight. But we've got the car to do it, just whether or not I get that good lap.
Well, that one speed has been fast forward. Randy?
Here comes the man everybody is talking about, the man that sat on the pole and has had the 600 record. Right now, Schrader's taking it away from him. Can he take it back? We're about to see. 23-year-old Jeff Gordon in the DuPont Auto Finishes Chevy coming down to the line.
And the crowd is with him. As soon as they rolled that car out onto the racetrack, you could hear a big cheer that came out of the grandstand. This kid has done so well here. He has only tried to qualify for Winston Cup races at Charlotte 4 times. He's got 2 poles. Half of his starts have been from the pole.
He is an amazing runner, and on this track, you saw him last week win that Winston Select, saw him win the 600 a year ago on this track, going for his 5th pole this year, Jeff Gordon.
And he's got a hot car, too, Ken. They call this car Blazer. Turns out it caught fire in the body shop, so they call it Blazer.
Well, and I guess it's a Blazer. How about this? Time coming up on Jeff Gordon, and it's going to be a new track record, 29.370, 183.861. He doesn't need a second lap. 2 3/10 miles per hour faster than Schrader. That's Jeff Gordon. What a run. Jeff Gordon has just scorched the 1.5 miles Charlotte Motor Speedway. Unbelievable. Picked up over $300,000 here last Saturday night before a sellout crowd of over 110,000. And he's back coming onto the pit road, turning in. We'll get an interview with him in just a moment. John Andretti is on the track in car number 37. The press rushing down, and we'll be there with Jeff Gordon in just a moment. And the man on the pole with a record for the 600 at 183 plus miles per hour is standing by with Randy.
It was as expected, Jeff Gordon. I think you thought you were going to do it. Everybody thought you were going to do it. You did do it.
Well, so far. It might have been expected from some other people, but I didn't expect to run that lap. I mean, that's real fast, and that's the fastest I've ever been around this place. And it was a great lap. I mean, 1 and 2 is where I made up all my time. I drove real hard down in there, jumped back in the gas, it stuck. I mean, it might wiggled a little bit, but it just stuck, and it's the greatest feeling in the world when it does that. Gives you all the confidence in the world going into turn 3. And I drove in there hard, and it turned, and I got back in the gas, and you know, I had to be careful because that's a corner that's been killing me all day, you know, even though we were fast. But that's a great lap. I'm psyched. I'm real psyched. And there's some guys that can beat it. You know, Bobby Labonte ran real good the other day. Dale, Sterling, those guys are at the back. They can do it, but they're going to have to work real hard for it, and if they do, my hat's off to them.
Okay, congratulations on another pole, a place where you won your first pole. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. This place has been good to us.
Glenn Jarrett.
The young men, the drivers that don't have a lot of experience, are showing up to be very, very fast, and there is surely one of them.
It's the time right now for our Gatorade fast lap of the night, courtesy of those folks who turned in a lap. And for your Gatorade report from the Thirst Quencher, here's Glenn Jarrett.
Well, for the second time in 4 days now, Ray Evernham finds himself in victory lane here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, crew chief of the pole-winning car tonight. First of all, congratulations. What a great run.
Well, thanks. It was a pretty awesome lap. You know, Jeff just goes around here great, and all these guys did a great job preparing the car. Hendrick Engines give us a great engine, and guys at the car shop give us a great car, and these guys did a real good job on it today. And that little kid Gordon's not half bad either.
No, he's not half bad. I want to know something, Ray. He only took one lap. He shut it down. Did you tell him that was enough?
No, he makes those decisions on his own. He knew we were just going to do one good one and get out of it. The second one would have been slower.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Brought to you by Gatorade Thirst Quencher. For some, recess never ends. Life's a sport, and drink it up. Randy is standing by with Sterling Marlin.
Certainly a guy that will be a threat standing by with Glenn Jarrett. Glenn?
Well, he's the biggest threat to run off with all the money they're offering here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Now, we counted up $300,000 Saturday night, another 40-some thousand tonight. You're having a pretty good week.
Yeah, but it's a lawnmower that counts, not all that money. I just got done doing a lot of landscaping. I got a lot of grass. So you know, this race is so far away. I had to hire somebody else to mow it. But I might fire him now and be out there on that lawnmower come Monday.
He's talking about that Toro wheel horse he's going to get. But now, I don't really think we're going to see you mowing grass.
Well, if it wasn't for my allergies, yeah, I'd be out there. But Brooks says that's just an excuse. You know, if I had time, I'd love to. I think that's a great relaxing thing to do. But I'm just really excited. This DuPont Chevrolet was awesome tonight. You know, the team has just been working so hard, and I really didn't have that feeling that I usually have when I know I'm going to go out there and have a great lap. And I just was very content with whatever I was going to get. And you know, I drove down into turn 1, the thing stuck like glue, and I said, man, we got us a great car, we got us a great lap going, let's see what happens in 3 and 4. Stuck down there, and I come across the line. I knew it was a great lap, and I saw my number posted up there on the board as first come down the back straightaway, and I said, man, I hope it's good enough to hold up all night. But man, I tell you, this is exciting. The engine guys did a great job. I got to take my hat off to Randy Dorton, especially Charlie Seegers. They are the ones that made this baby get up there tonight.
Is this the same car that you had the other night?
Yeah, this is Blazer. It's just a big ball of flame. This car actually had a little problem in the shop. It caught on fire in the paint shop. They had a little problem, so they nicknamed it Blazer because of the fire, just kind of as a joke. But it's been a great car. We tested it here with Goodyear. I like the car. We weren't going to run this car, and I said, Ray, I think that's a great car. We might want to run that thing. We're glad we're running it right now.
The rest of the field is regretting that decision. I want to ask you, as far as the race cars that you have driven, have you ever driven one that performs better than Blazer does?
I can't say that I have. I mean, so far this year I've had so many good cars. You know, Rockingham, in Atlanta. Those cars were just really, really good. And, you know, I didn't think it could get any better than that. But I got to say, this car is about as good as it gets. And that's kind of scaring me because now I'm thinking, you know, 600 miles, what can happen? You know, there's got to be something that's going to keep us out of victory lane, and we've got to do it from the inside. We can't let anybody else from the outside tear us down because we've got what it takes to do it. So, you know, we just got to have all the luck, everything going for us, all the pit stops, but we've got the car that it takes to win. Now we've got to have the team and make that all come together.
Well, the car may be as good as it gets. I don't think that Jeff Gordon yet has reached his peak. That's kind of a scary thought for the rest of the guys. I'm glad I'm retired.
Over in the garage area today, Harry Ranier, who had those tremendous cars in the early 80s, was standing about, and he was saying, I think I have the next Jeff Gordon. Young man named Tony Stewart.